What's up everyone, hope you're all good. Welcome back to another video. Now, this video has been long overdue and apologies to everyone for the lack of updates and the lack of content recently. I will get around to that in a second as to why. But today's video is going to be a leg workout. I'm going to be running through a few tips to do with training, a little bit of nutrition as well, and also where I'm currently at with both of those things. Now, reason for lack of updates, I've been extremely busy. As some of you know, I do go to university, so that has been a priority recently. I personally take the view, if you can't focus on yourself and improve yourself, then you can't help others improve themselves as well. And that is one of the main goals of this channel, is to help others improve. So I feel that me taking some time off YouTube and focusing on my uni work is going to help me do that. So I do plan on bringing more content out soon, but I obviously have got exams coming up, so that's going to be a priority soon. But more content coming soon, it's just not going to be as frequent as it may have been in the past. Now, on top of my uni work, I have also been away a couple of times as well, which has obviously had an impact on the content that I upload and the frequency of that as well. And additionally, I have also got a new job as a personal trainer, which you can see now actually in the gym I work in. I've had this job since November, but I'll show you around the gym. It's a pretty cool gym. It's called Body For You. It's just outside Cheltenham, so if you're ever in the area, then come check it out. It's a pretty good facility. And I'll do you a quick tour now whilst I'm talking over it, but we've got everything here, so it's a pretty good little gym. I'm training here now. I've just finished a shift, personal training. Yeah, it's awesome little setup here. As well as personal training, I've been doing a bit of extra coaching alongside my course, obviously improve my skills as a trainer, and hopefully I can transfer those skills through the camera and help you all improve as well through training and nutrition advice. So like I said, this video is mainly going to be a leg workout. I'm currently sipping on some Nutrimino BCAAs with some caffeine. Let's get started with the video.
Lamp City. They tell me to slow down, but homie, I'm just living my life and gonna do what you think is right.
Okay, so before we get started with the full video, guys, I just wanted to stress the importance of warm-up. Now, a lot of people complain when they do lower body exercises, they got lower back pain or hip pain or whatever it may be. The truth is, a lot of this can be avoided with an effective warm-up. So even if you just do a few selective exercises like I'm doing here, that will make a big difference in your performance. Now, I usually take a focus around stretching ankles and hips out. And then also, as you see here in a second, I do like to do a bit of potentiation movement, so that will include some box jumps or something like that, and also something quite dynamic like here, you see reverse lunge with a bit of hip flexion as well. So that's just mainly to get some blood flowing around the hips and ankles, and here obviously activating our CNS with some box jumps. I quickly realised with these box jumps there's only a partial range of movement, so I've done it from the floor, all concentric, just to get the full range of motion in. So that's the warm-up complete, and I think one of the best perks of working in the gym and having it to yourself at the end when you finish is listening to your own music. None of this chart crap, so it's all good. And also, I'm repping the top from Sculpted Culture, so if you haven't, then check them out. They've got loads of new stuff coming out. They're quite a new company, but loads of new stylish stuff, so check them out. I'll link their stuff below, link their pages, website and Instagram page. Check them out. But anyway, kicking off with some Gangsters Paradise, let's get started with some squats. So we're kicking off today's workout, guys, with some squats. Now obviously I've put these first as they are a main compound movement, and movements which are of a high intensity should always go at the start of your session so you can get the most from them. And obviously squats are one of the most effective exercises for building leg strength and size as well in that sense. So because as a consequence of me not going to the gym very consistently in the past few months, I have lost quite a lot of strength in my squat, but as you can see now, if you noticed before, I used to use a lot of knee wraps and always used to squat with a belt as well. But what I'm doing now is I'm going completely raw just to build that strength back up, and I'm really focusing on my form. And it's no good using knee wraps and a belt just to mask a problem. So you should always go to the cause of the problem and try and fix it from there. So I worked up to 160 for 6 reps, and like I said, I'm just going raw, so no belts, no knee wraps. And I'm just trying to, build the strength from ground up back up again, and hopefully it will go back up pretty quickly. I'm squatting twice a week now, so my current training program is lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. So training 4 times a week. I was previously on a push-pull legs routine, and I was repeating that twice a week. But at the moment, I'm currently working on, getting my muscles used to the frequency again, used to the volume, and then after a few weeks of doing the upper body, lower body twice a week, I'll increase that to push-pull legs and repeat that twice a week. So I'm increasing the volume, increasing the frequency of my training. So that was the squat, 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps as my main compound lift, and then moving on to the leg press. Now, although the leg press doesn't have much application to the athletic population, it is very useful for hypertrophy through being able to control the tempo and being able to manipulate your feet position as well. Obviously, we can do different feet positions, so high or low or narrow and wide, and that just target different musculature. So my main aim for the leg press was just control the tempo, so really slow eccentric, a little pause at the bottom, and then controlling the concentric all the way up to the top as well. Now, although this is a very simple movement, you do see some common mistakes in a lot of people. So those two things are locking out the legs at the top and also losing contact with your hips at the bottom of the movement. So you see here, I'm not fully locking out my legs, I'm trying to keep tension on the whole time, and I'm also trying to keep my back in contact with the pad at the whole throughout the entire range of motion. And that's just going to avoid risk of injury and also get the most from the movement as well. Now, moving on to the lunges, you can see this angle here. Lunges are actually one of the only movements where the bar path travels forwards and down at the same time. So if you think of most traditional resistance exercises, most free weight exercises, the bar is just going to travel up and down, okay? Whereas this exercise, the bar is traveling forwards and down at the same time. So what that does, it exaggerates the eccentric portion of the lift just that little bit more, and makes the movement a bit more challenging. So I'm doing the movement with a barbell, but you can also complete the movement with dumbbells as well. The only thing about you have to be cautious with the barbell is obviously losing your balance and then unracking the bar when you're finished with it. Another thing you have to be wary of as well is the amount of compression you get on your spine. So if you're doing lunges after squats, then that might cause a bit more compression than normal. So you might want to use dumbbells instead of a barbell. It's a personal preference really, but I prefer using a barbell. Next movement was a bit of a superset or a post exhaust if you like. So we're doing goblet squats here. Again, really trying to control that tempo on the way down, controlling that eccentric portion of the lift, or eccentric action. Also, that's another thing. Yeah, if we're calling it an eccentric movement, then we say action and not contraction, because contraction suggests that the muscle is actually shortening, and obviously in the eccentric part of the movement, the muscle is lengthening under tension. So this post-exhaust exercise was goblet squats followed by leg extensions, and this is a really good burner for the legs. Again, on all movements, trying to control the tempo, a little squeeze at the top, and controlling the eccentric portion of the lift. Now, there is research suggesting that if you slow down the eccentric portion of the lift, obviously you are increasing the amount of time that muscle is under tension, which in turn is going to elicit a high amount of hypertrophy in that muscle. But obviously, consequence of that is going to be a higher amount of DOMs the next day. So it's really finding that balance. Another benefit of doing a post-exhaust exercise is that obviously we're going to increase the volume, which again is going to increase the amount of hypertrophy we get in that muscle group as well. So this next one we're again doing a post-exhaust exercise, so we're starting with RDLs with dumbbells, aiming to hit the hamstrings and a little bit the glutes as well. And again we're going to superset this with a hamstring curl. Now again, like I said before, this is going to just increase the amount of volume we get in that muscle group, and that in turn is going to increase our hypertrophic response to that exercise, okay? Now, I am only doing these 2 exercises of hamstrings, as I'm doing 2 lower body days a week, and my first lower body day will be focusing more on the quads, and then the second session I have will focus more on the hamstrings. So I'm alternating the volume between the 2 areas of the legs on each lower body day, okay? Now again, on hamstring curls, nice and slow on the way down, and in the eccentric portion, so here where I'm lengthening the muscle, nice and slow and controlled, okay? In this movement you really want to try and focus on getting a full range of motion, which means all the way to the top and big squeeze at the bottom to really increase the amount of sarcomere within the muscle, which is obviously going to benefit us in the long run with reducing risk of injury and increasing our strength and hypertrophy as well. So I finished off the workout with some heavy sled pushes. Now this was something a little bit different for me, but I just thought I wanted to add a little bit of extra conditioning if you like, and also just to really finish off the muscle. Now the only thing with the sled push is that it's all concentric, meaning that obviously my legs are going up and they're only pushing down, whereas I'm not getting any eccentric portion of the lift, but that's fine. Like I said, main aim of this was a little bit of conditioning mixed with finishing off the muscle group, so really maximising that muscle tear within the legs as well. Overall it was a great exercise and a good finisher. Definitely give it a go if you can. Back to the video. So I've just finished up my leg workout there, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick update of where my physique is at the moment. Obviously this is a health and fitness channel, so physique updates should be expected. It's not ideally where I want it to be, but like I said previously in the video, other things have took priority, and I don't think that's a massive concern, as the gym is always going to be here, but It's gym around your lifestyle, not lifestyle around your gym. So here it is. So I did start off at a bit worse than now. I did hit it quite hard the first week, so this is much better than what I was before. But it's not a bad starting point for where I want to be. Obviously, I've just got a bit of work to do, a few weak areas that I want to bring out. And this is without pump right now. It is good lighting, the light's just above me, but it's without any upper body pump. So it's quite an honest view of what I look like. So that's going to conclude today's video, guys. And obviously, as you can see from the physique update, I have got a lot of points to work on, but that's something I'm going to enjoy doing over the next few months. And obviously, in life, it can't always be ideal, and we're always going to have ups and downs. But I think, to me, it's what we do in those down times that really determines who we are. So obviously, I know that I've got points to work on, and I'm going to take that as a challenge. Like I said, I'm going to enjoy the process over the next few months, and obviously, I'm going to try and bring you guys along with me. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and just relating back to the honest point, I want this channel to be a very honest channel, so I don't want it to be all smoke and mirrors. You know, I'm going to be very truthful with you guys. I'm going to give evidence-based research and also some recommendations which I've learned throughout my years of being a personal trainer and the knowledge that I continue to build through doing my strength and conditioning degree. So, hope you found something useful from this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Take it steady.